G'day, my name is Joel Rasmussen for Southern Cross Combat, and today I'm talking to Mr. Sem Kakembo. Sem, thank you for the time. I've just introduced you as Sem Kakembo. Do you prefer Sem or Semakadde?
Semakadde is my name. I prefer that, but I don't really care however people call me.
You would prefer if I refer to you as Semakadde?
Yeah, yeah.
I'll do that for you. I like the Crocs. Why the Crocs?
Crocs are easy. They're versatile. You know, when you need them on, they're on. When you want them to stay on, you just flip them into sports mode. No, real. And they work. So sometimes I hop out my car and it's like a mission to take the shoes off before I get on the mats. And then I found these and I was like, brother, it's a quick slide and you're straight onto the mats.
How often are you chucking them into sports mode?
If I'm shadow boxing in them, if I'm doing anything active. I'd say the other day I played basketball in them. So probably 3 times a week they'll pop into sports.
Pretty intense. You don't have any... camera sees the base of them at the moment, but at the top there isn't any of the little pins that you put in them. I don't know what those are called.
I had a couple pins. So my these are actually a present from my mother and my brother. And it came with a yin-yang pin and a little Goku pin. And I've lost both of them just based on activity.
Of playing basketball and putting them in a sports mode.
Yep, and I went on a bit of a adventure with Mason Nobetsu. And yeah, we lost them.
Are you a big anime fan? Do you like Goku?
Dragon Ball Z I know about. I've never really got into, but I'm a big fan of anime, yeah. Big time.
What is your favorite anime?
Favorite animes. Okay, so Hunter x Hunter is up there for me. I just love the show. Naruto, have to put that there. Have to say One Piece. And then I guess Death Note. Yeah, I really like Death Note. There was one. Okay, there's two. One's called Monster, similar to Death Note. Just watched that recently. Bit of a psychological thriller. It's a banger. Then there's another one called, I forgot what it's called, but it's also to do with monsters, but in a very fantastical sense. Like they take over the earth, you know. People's hands are turning into monsters and shit like that. It's pretty nuts.
You don't remember what that one's called?
It'll come back to me and I'll drop it.
No worries. We will talk business soon because you are in the business of fighting. However, was someone's birthday or something yesterday? I saw via Instagram there was like a party or something.
Happy birthday to Seguja, my older brother. Yeah, it was his birthday yesterday. Big 30.
How was that?
That was fantastic. Yeah, it was a surprise birthday, so he didn't know we were downstairs. Probably thought he was getting robbed. And then he came downstairs and bang, there we were, me and my brother.
Before the interview, when I was kind of out in the gym, I ran into Lisa Kiriakou. Her partner just had a birthday, and we kind of talked about being in camp during someone's birthday. How is it? Like, you kind of don't really get to celebrate, but you do. Like, how is it to be in camp when during your brother's birthday?
Look, to be honest, I never really celebrate birthdays in general. It's never been like a big thing for me or my family. But yes, there was no issue. It was his wife that put it together. Beautiful gesture, and we showed up. Yeah. Every day is a birthday, you know. That's how we go about it.
Statistically, that is correct. Every day is a birthday for somebody. Now talking business, you are... how far into camp would you say we are at the moment?
I give myself 8 weeks, so this is week 2, but I've been in pretty much the same flow for a while, so yeah.
How is it traveling?
Pretty
Not literally traveling, but like how is it going?
Pretty good. Like, yeah, same answer, you know. Pretty good.
That's good. I'm glad to hear that. You were fighting Jarret Wilbraham at Hex 31. Why? What's the funniness there?
No, it's a funny name.
What What are your thoughts on Jarret Wilbraham's name?
Look, his name aside, Jarret Wilbraham is a... We're both going to hold this?
Yes. First rule is don't let the talent take the microphone.
Appreciate the compliment. Talent? Yeah, I'll take it. Yeah, I'll take it. But it's okay for me to hold it for just this question, and then it's back to you. I promise. Okay. I promise. I'm not going to run away with it.
Shaking.
we'll get there. So, Jarret Wilbraham is a funny guy that's in a lot of trouble. And it's funny. Yeah, the whole situation is funny. I like the banter that I'm getting from him. It's good fun.
Talking about that banter, there was an exchange of words via Instagram the other day. How is it when you're in? You said that you kind of enjoy it. Like, how is it when you're kind of having a back and forth with a guy?
Yeah, there's no it's fun. It's fun. That's where I'm at with it. It's like there's no real beef. Well, there's no such thing really, I guess, in this. Like I don't even really know the guy. He's always been nice to me when I've seen him, but there was an opportunity to take the piss, and I've decided to go all in. So a couple comments I saw he couldn't. He wasn't really good at that side of things. So I thought, fuck it. Let's have a little play here.
So this fight originally was it offered for May 4th, and then it didn't end up happening. Like, what was the story of this fight? There's a bit of history.
Yeah, the May 4th thing was never on the table. Before that, there were a couple times where the name was floated past, and I don't know if he said no or his team said no. It's not like you could easily paint it out to say it was a bitch move like people like to do, but I think it was just a strategic one where their team thought, we're not the best matchup, and they went elsewhere, but now they're here. So, good times.
Timeline-wise, is this when you would have liked to have fought?
Yeah. I said June from the get-go, and alhamdulillah, here we are. June is the date, so we got it.
You're coming off a victory over Michael Barber in your last fight. Now, this fight with Jarret Wilbraham will be a number one contenders fight at Hex 31, but Michael Barber's next fight is a number one contenders fight against Justin Van Heerden. What are your thoughts on that, in that you've beat him, but he is in a position to then fight for a title next?
That's just how the game goes. Yeah.
Do title at this point in your career, what do titles mean anything to you? Are you worried about them? Are you chasing them? Like, what are your thoughts on titles?
No, not chasing anything at all. A title is good to have. At this point in my career, I think it's good to have at any point in your career. It's a good thing to have in general. It's a title. So whatever your goals are, on whatever level, a title should feed into it. Yeah.
So prior to this, before your Michael Barber fight, you fought Abdallah Biada for an interim title, and that was short notice, and everyone knows the story of that if you go back and look. Your coach, Simon Carson, spoke about after that fight. He said, in a way, that fight kind of changed you, and you were like, I want to have more fights like that, I believe was kind of the quote. Did that fight change your mindset towards fighting at all?
Yeah, I guess it did in a sense. Just in a sense, because I got to have a proper fight, what you consider a fight to be. Moments of adversity, moments to overcome. So that was good to have. I hadn't had that experience in combat before. So I just made sure that I wasn't, again, chasing anything. And that's not an experience you want to chase. If you get gifted that, you take it, especially if you come out safe and healthy, It's cool. Mad, we got that. Even better if you get it with a W. But, yeah, I don't want to get too comfortable, because even in the Barber fight, I realized, look, there's a chance that you can get too comfortable in those type of fights, and I don't want to be that guy, The guy that I guess I know I'm capable of being is the one that finishes fights world class. And then if one of those opportunities falls into your lap because you run into another guy like that, then mad.
How was it to go 5 rounds on short notice?
Good, good. It was tough, I figured that one out at the end of the 3rd round when I was sitting there, and I was absolutely fucked. And I was like, shit, okay, we got 2 more to go. And I knew where I was at. I'm like, damn, this is where I'm at, like, physically. Like, I'm pretty spent, and I got 2 more to go. So then, yeah, cool. I got to see how that goes. You just got to go. You just got to do. And I liked what I did, and I saw ways I could do better.
Now, talking obviously, you shared the cage with Michael Barber. He's now fighting Justin Van Heerden at Hex 30. What are your thoughts on that fight?
Van Heerden should get the W. You know, that's how that one's put out there. Barber's a tough fight for anyone just because he's a goer. He can kind of take a shot, but I guess it depends on where. Um, yeah, he's tricky because if he can just keep coming forward and stop a takedown or two and get back up to his feet, then we have a fight on our hands. If he can't do that, it's done for him then. Yeah.
Because of many things, him coming over to Hex is kind of surprising. I know you yourself, you're not locked in anywhere. You have the freedom to kind of fight wherever. We've spoken in the past about, like, in a way, Hex is a little bit of home for you. You've spoken about that. Was the possibility of fighting Justin Van Heerden anything you'd ever, like, considered before? Have you ever thought one day I might meet him?
Yeah, I called him out because I would like to fight him. And I've looked at Van Heerden from when I just turned pro as well. So someone that I'd always studied and was like, this is how I want to fight this guy. This is how I want to beat this guy. So would love that fight. I reckon there's a chance that we end up fighting. So he gets through Barber. He potentially gets through Abdullah. Very interesting fight. I do my job. I get through Jarret. Then it's me and Justin. Unless he gets signed. I think he's trying to get signed after this. Who knows, But he definitely can win this fight. He can definitely win the next. And I can definitely win mine. And that would put us on the same card fighting each other.
Did they offer you Justin Van Heerden?
No. Wasn't offered that, no.
If I'm not mistaken, I'm 90% sure I'm right here, but I still want to make sure. Were you doing Ramadan during, like, that's why you couldn't fight?
Yeah, that was part of it. And also, I chose to fight in June. So I just like to stick to my choices.
How was Ramadan?
It was cool. Each year it's a different experience, like depending on where I'm at. This year was the first 2 weeks I hit pretty hard. Was pretty strict with everything. And then my love for training just keeps me, like, it's always there. So as much as I tried to deload and take the volume down, after 2 weeks I ended up taking the volume back up again and then took a little bit of time off. Yeah.
During, as you said, you hit those 2 weeks really hard. Are you still training during that period?
I am still training during that period, yeah, and I was supposed to adjust things, which I did, but I did come to sessions that I said I would do something else in, and then was getting injured because of that and whatnot, so, yeah.
We are at Absolute MMA in Collingwood. However, over, I don't know how long ago, but you've been traveling a little bit, traveling and training a little bit. I think you were throughout Thailand a little bit and maybe over in Bali, maybe? Just Thailand. How was training in Thailand?
Yeah, I've been traveling to Thailand. I've done a couple trips interstate as well, training interstate, a few different gyms. Yeah, amazing, man. It's like part of what you do this for, to be able to live that life. So travel, train, get good work in with good people, good friends, good family. What more can I say? Yeah.
So a teammate of yours, Khan Offley, he moved over to Bali. And then after that move, there was some photos of you guys together. I don't know if there were old photos that were posted. Have you seen him since the move?
Maybe there were photos from before he left, because I know he came, of course he came through. Like he came to mine, we trained in the garage a little bit. This was around the time he was leaving. He came and did some work here at Absolute. Yeah, no, I didn't go to Bali.
So those photos, that garage, was that here?
Yeah, it's my garage here.
That's what I'm picturing. I'm picturing that photo. I thought it might have been over there.
No, that's here in Glenroy.
But how is he's obviously a teammate of yours, and now he's had this opportunity. It's wrapped filming now. But just what are your thoughts on him getting into the Ultimate Fighter?
Amazing opportunity. I feel like he's the kind of guy that's built for that. That type of show. There's a lot of things that you probably wouldn't expect going into it. I feel a lot of guys wouldn't. I feel just he's someone who would be prepared for that. So, yeah, happy for him.
Do you, prior to this, do you watch The Ultimate Fighter? Do you care about it at all?
No, I've never. This would be the one that I'm gonna watch. But I've always seen clips. All the classic clips. The Chael Sonnen and Wanderlei Silva one is hilarious, and then Rampage punching the shit out of that wall. Gold. Yeah. And McGregor. I watched it. I think that's the one I watched the most of when McGregor was in there with Faber, was it? Yeah, fuck, he was a character. He was hilarious.
Do you have a preference? As you said there, like obviously backing your teammate then, do you have a preference of which coach you would like to have picked him, like between the two?
No, I don't have a preference.
That's fair, because I'm a Valentina Shevchenko fan, but I'm not going to root against the team that Khan's on, because Khan's repping Australia. So I do. Not that you asked, but I do.
Mad?
Sam Kakembo, I really appreciate you giving me your time. What's on for the rest of the today?
Gonna do some skills now, with Otto, Steudel. Get a bit of work in, and then do the class, 3 p.m. Then head out and get some more work in the evening.
Were you training this morning?
Yeah, trained this morning. Did the morning session. Yeah, some grappling. Yeah.
What's tonight's session then?
So skills now will just be a little bit of play sparring and drills, and then we'll get into a conditioning session with Raja, which is a bag work session conditioning, and then go out there and do some Muay Thai.
Awesome. Semakadde Kakembo, I really appreciate you giving me your time today. Thank you very much.
Joel Rasmussen, it's been a pleasure. Freeze. And keep going.
Thank you very much.